Hello everyone and welcome to Act Like a Man, and I am here today, and as you all know, our subject topic today is something that's very interesting. Many have emailed their questions to us. Most of them are work related, and that's why I invited somebody here who can help you answer those questions that you have with work, about how to get promoted. And that's why that's our topic for today. When I heard the word promotion sa mga tanong nyo, sabi ko may isang tao na alam kong who could help you with regards to that. So my guest for today is Mr. Richmond Chua, who is the Finance Director of Colgate, Philippines. He has been in that company for a long time, for 17 years. And hindi ako nag-e-exage. Itong tao na to, since nakilala ko siya nung single pa ako at wala pa akong anak, almost every year lumalapit sa akin, sabi niya, naku, promoted na naman ako eh.
Every two years.
Every 2 years. Yan. Nagiging humble lang siya. Every 2 years, kala ko every 2 hours. Every 2 years, lagi yan, na-promote na naman ako eh. Sabay kamot sa ulo, di ba? Sana ganun yung mga problema natin. Na-promote tayo palagi. And I know you'll be able to get a lot of valuable lessons from him, some leadership lessons and some lessons on how you can add value to your organization. So hindi ko na patatagalin. Let's all welcome our guest for today, Mr. Richmond Chua.
Thank you, Pastor D. Thank you for having me.
Yan. Richmond, maybe tell the audience a little something about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Richmond. Sabi nga ni Pastor D, I'm the finance director for Colgate Palmolive. So I started out as a cost accounting analyst and then progressed through many roles until I got this role of being the finance director of the company. So all in all, in 17 years, I've had around 10 or 11 roles. All finance related.
So yung 11 roles mo, promotion lahat yun?
Not all. There are ways to, you want to be promoted, go to the next, let's say, management level, but there are also some people I recognize na okay na sila, they're happy where they are, but then they want to learn more, so they expand horizontally naman.
Alright.
No disrespect to those people. I mean, not everyone aspires to be a CEO, a CFO.
So ikaw medyo gumanong ka at saka gumanong in those 17 years.
In those 17 years.
Dahil ba sa magandang ngipin mo or malambot ang buhok mo?
Partly, siguro pag hindi maganda ang ngipin ko, hindi ako makukuha sa Colgate, no? Pero
so talaga nag-work ang Colgate? Nag-work talaga ang
Colgate? Oo naman. You should also buy the new Colgate kasi may amino power na yung Colgate.
Kung ano man yun.
Relaunch na.
Amino power.
Yeah. New technology. Kumbaga, the best has gotten better.
Yeah.
Plug na rin ako.
Kaya bang yung pumuti yung ngipin mo na hindi ka nagtutoothbrush? Ganun lang.
Yun hindi.
Wala.
Yun
Hindi ganun yung powers.
Hindi pa.
Ano yung mga secret mo? Maybe share to us some of your secret recipe on how to get promoted. Kasi marami nanonood dito talaga, yun yung ano nila, hindi ako masaya sa trabaho ko, parang hindi na ako na-promote. So what would be some of the secrets that you have?
Okay, I think these were the top 3 that came to mind. Yung mga una ko naalala. So first is really to have a vision for your career and own it, kumbaga.
Yeah.
And then the second is to find the opportunities where you are.
Okay.
And then the third one is do what is expected and more.
You said number 1 is to have a vision for your career and own it. Now, I think many of us, and I know you've heard this, whether it's from a speaker or another YouTube video, people really talk about vision, having a vision for your career, having a vision for your life. What do you mean when you say, have a vision for your career?
Even when I was young in the corporate career, I've always thought, sabi ko, kaya ko yan. I can talk to the bosses.
Mayabang ka na, bata.
Mayabang na. So kumbaga, it's something that I don't shy away from doing.
Okay.
And in fact, was looking at what skill sets do I have and all that. Sabi ko kaya.
Yeah.
So I went for it.
Okay.
So that's how I did it when I said, have a vision and own it. Again, some people, as I mentioned earlier, they don't aspire to be the top guy, or parang happy na sila where they are. They're contributing to the company. I have a lot of team members na very solid, kumbaga very value adding, but they're good where they are. And okay lang. I don't need to be promoted anymore. I'm happy
you
here.
don't have to always achieve
Be
for
at-
the
be at the
pinaka,
top.
yeah.
So in that sense, the other options for those people is to grow horizontally naman, no? Hindi naman sa, if for example, I'm going to use a non-finance function. Kunyari, dati kang sales.
Okay.
Pwede ka mag-marketing. Those are very interrelated functions.
Medyo dikit siya, no? Yeah.
So then if you entertain, kasi it gives you options. Yung ganung thinking, it gives you options na, okay, I just don't need to go up, let's say, the sales ladder. I can go up to sales and marketing. And in fact, sa company, sa Colgate company namin, I've seen a lot of good, and it's encouraged na mag-cross-post. Kumbaga, we've had people from customer service and logistics na lumipat na marketing. Sales and marketing always has that exchange. So, company encourages it because, again, it gives people a lot more options to move. In fact, if you think about it, dapat we already changed some of our vocabulary kasi, di ba, we used to say corporate ladder.
Yes.
So mag-isa ka lang sa ladder, aakyat ka.
Alright.
But if you change it to lattice, Lattice, lattice is like a fence. Parang mesh niya yung pag-crisscross niya. That's what you call a lattice. So parang in order to make that, nag-expand ka pa horizontal.
Okay.
And it just means exploring the other options where you are left or right, not always
Galing.
on top.
Yeah.
Or maybe a little diagonal, na medyo pataas diagonal, but at least it gives you more options.
I think that's a good way, no, to look at opportunities na meron tayo. Pag-ladder kasi parang ito lang option ko.
Ito lang option
to go
ko.
up, I need this one.
Yeah.
But now this one, I might be good here, and that might be my way to go to another. It's attacking at different sides, you know?
Yeah, it's more about, okay, how I use my leadership and influence na pagdating dun sa level na yon. So it's easier to, okay, sige, I'm a finance person, but I want to be, let's say, for example, the GM of Colgate in the future, right? So then I have to work towards that. So parang ganon.
Yeah, so that's not a ladder. That's gonna go this way.
Gonna go different ways. Kung gusto mo makyat, pwede pa rin pataas.
Yeah.
But you're doing it diagonally. You're not just focused on one direction.
Yeah. Parang I was reminded of yung galing lang, no, yung illustration na yun. Parang I was reminded when I was starting out sa family business namin. So si Papa, akala ko kasi, syempre, graduate ka sa Lasal, pinaaral ka niya, mahal ng tuition fee mo. So akala ko yung trabaho ko agad, sales director ng kumpanya. Tapos ang ginawa niya, nilagay niya ako sa bodega eh. So I was in the warehouse. I was doing many menial things, tasks.
Yeah.
Bilang ko ilang yada yung tela, taga-cut. So sabi ko, bakit niya ako nilagay after graduating, in a very nice school, right? Why put me here, somewhere in Divisoria, na nakatago, where nobody can see my
skills.
Sabi ko sana, looks.
Good looks. Pwede rin.
Parang kasama ko nasa bodega lang kami. Until I realized, no, na later on, nag-sales ako. Later on, ako yung cashier. Hanggang mamaya ako nagmamanage ng store. Yung pala, he was giving me the all-around of how a business work.
Yeah.
And that has helped me now in my present career now, running an organization that's non-profit, where I get to see everything.
Correct.
Dahil na-experience ko na hindi lang ako yung nag-isang lane lang ako, na-fix ako sa isang lane, tapos yun na. So kung di ako nag-grow dito, diyan ka na. Parang wala akong opportunity for that. And maybe for those who are listening, maybe that's an option for you. Na hindi lang siya one lane, but it could actually be like a lattice, tawag mo doon. Lattice. Okay, so there could be other options for you to go up and not just one way.
Yes.
But you said something, no, when we started, sabi mo, have a vision for your career. And then you said something there na medyo striking, no? Parang sabi mo, nakita ko yung sarili ko in boardrooms and you had this vision, right? Kasi sometimes our vision is gusto ko yumaman. Sa'yo yung vision mo, hindi. Ang vision mo, I'll be talking to the top guys of this organization. No? Parang nasa mind mo na siya na, how did that came to be? Dahil ba yan sa background mo?
I have always been interested in corporate finance. Finance kasi you read the financial statements of the company, then you get to assess, okay, is this a healthy company or not? Hilig ko talaga yun. And my first job was actually corporate finance analyst. So parang investment banker. Na okay, then I had to go to Colgate, start at the bottom, and then ngayon, pataas naman ulit.
Now you said have a vision for your career and own it. What do you mean owning it?
Take responsibility. I think simple lang yun. Marami kasi, and I think this is, I don't know with the younger generation. The younger generation might be different, but at
May
least...
advice si Tito Richmond sa younger
And then,
generation.
I think, I might be wrong, but at least when I see the younger generation in the office now, I think they're more vocal about their career aspirations.
Okay.
It's your responsibility. It's your career. Okay, you tell us what you want, and then we'll help you get there.
Yeah.
Kunwari na lang, I'll pull an example out of...
YouTuber, you know.
Gusto mo mag-YouTuber, pero masyado kang mahiyain. Na hindi ka makapagsalita sa harap ng camera. So parang, okay, may disconnect doon.
Yeah.
So
and
then
it's not YouTube's responsibility to make you a
exactly.
YouTuber. It's your responsibility
to take courage and face the camera.
Yeah.
For myself, kunyari, we have meron kami mga career planning tools sa company. I take advantage. Okay, in 3 to 5 years, where do you want to be? Okay, I want to be in this role and that role. Nilalagay ko na, finance director, finance director, finance director.
So parang sa'yo, it's not because of what the company gave me. I have to go beyond what the company gives me. It's more of an internal drive or motivation rather than the company pushing me. So I think at a certain level, for everyone watching, at a certain level, the company that you work for, no matter what organization that is, it will just come to a certain level of general training that they give employees. And what would stand out, the employees that would stand out, or the people that would stand out, are those people who will go beyond the training.
Correct.
And say, you know what, I'm going to learn by myself, I'm going to read books, I'm going to have mentoring, I'm going to subscribe to this channel and push the bell notification. Parang mga ganon. Yun yung sinabi mo, third point mo, no? Do what is expected and more. Because the company can only give much and it's going to be an internal thing for you.
I mean, if you look at it from the company standpoint, people are their resources. Diba? And you know, I go, favorite story ko dito is the parable of the talents. When that master gave talents to each of the servants, he gave them each according to his own ability.
Yeah.
So may isa binigyan niya ng 5, may isa binigyan niya ng 2, may isa binigyan isa. It doesn't mean that if I were that servant na nakakuha ng isa, it doesn't mean that I'm the least. Medyo huli lang ako dun sa 2. He did what he was supposed to do. Then he'll get what? 2.
Yes.
And then the 2 will become 4. Kung you know, if you follow the math of the master noon, 'di ba? Kasi yung binigay niya, dinoble niya. So recognizing the opportunities where you are.
Yeah.
I love what your dad did to you in the family business. Bodega ka muna, tapos cashier and different other roles. I mean, there are always opportunities where you are. Whether it's simplifying a process, meron kang nakitang gap, meron kang nakitang control issue, o may nakita kang opportunity that, for example, you know, you found some possible savings for the company. Meron yan.
Yeah.
Always there is. Kasi people will change that job, yung ginagawa mong trabaho, that changes. Kahit sabi mong maliit lang yung changes, that changes.
Yes.
And it's up to you to mold kung ano magiging trabaho na yon. In the same way your dad put you in all those.
Yeah.
I'm sure may natutunan ka sa pag-cut ng tela.
Meron naman. Meron naman. I think what you're driving at is so important. It's the recognizing the opportunities where you are. I think many people complain about their jobs and saying, you know, there's no growth here. I was in the warehouse. There's no growth in the warehouse. But it's recognizing the opportunities. That I know this is going to be for a season. And if I'm good at this, my dad will see it. And I'm going to add value to the company. And maybe that's when the growth comes in.
In fact, my first opportunity was not work-related opportunity. It was in our employee relations board. Kami yung committee na, okay, how do we organize the Christmas party and all that stuff. So medyo extracurricular. Nakikita ko yung mga taga-planta namin, mahilig, ang dami nilang sports. So sabi ko sa employee relations board, sabi ko, why not make parang Olympics? And the idea gained traction and then we executed. That time, GM namin, mahilig mag-basketball tsaka volleyball. Yung basement 3 ng Rockwell, may court doon na maganda. Kaya lang open. Umuulan. And GM namin kating-kati maglaro. So I had to call, nakahanap kami ng court, Pioneer.
Yeah.
Pinaano niya lahat, pina-shuttle niya yung mga player. So yun, nakapaglaro kami. And he was so happy.
Dahil sa ginawa mo.
Dahil sa ginawa.
Which is
Non-finance related,
yes.
Non-costing related. When a work-related project came up, sabi niya, ibigay mo yan kay...
Yeah. Parang na-test ka doon eh.
Oh.
Yeah, they see, that's just an Olympics, but look at how he handled.
Yeah.
So, I think, again, for everyone watching this, it's finding those opportunities and stepping up to the plate and say, let me do something
about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, sabi mo rin, diba, do what is expected and then more.
And then more.
What does that mean?
To put it very plainly, do what is expected, then you stay where you are.
Okay.
Kasi you do what's expected.
Yeah.
Right?
Recent study, a person changes company every 2 to 3 years. Ikaw kasi 17 years, parang rare in our generation bilang kuya. Diba? And maybe that's the reason why you are where you are now. It's because of that longevity in the company. Ngayon kasi, di ba, talon from one company to the other. Maybe there are pros and cons, right?
I have no disrespect for people who jump from one company to the other, no? There might be legitimate reasons. Hindi mo pwedeng i-judge ang isang tao based on, ito tumagal, okay ito. Ito, talon-talon, hindi to okay. It will not look good on your resume kasi pag nagpa-interview ka, unang tatanong sa'yo yun. Yun lang yung negative. But if you have your valid reasons behind it, I'm okay. I won't judge a person. Yung patalon-talon lang, you'll have to fit into a new company, a new culture, work with different set of people. Puro adjustment ang ginagawa mo. So, in my case, the adjustments were minimal. Kasi I know the culture. Exactly. Yeah. I'm not saying you stay in the company. There are also legitimate reasons for leaving a company. You know, we know that, kumbaga, hindi tayo bulag na sinasabi natin all companies are good. We know some companies na okay, baka the practices are not so. Then obviously you evaluate your options outside and go out. To me, it has helped that I have worked for the same company. And again, I've done 10 roles. In that span of 17 years, 10 roles and supporting different functions. So I've worked with sales, I've worked with marketing. So that's where I also got my cross-functional knowledge.
Saan ka na napadala ng Colgate?
So I've worked for our Hong Kong office, division office. I've worked in the US for 2 years. That was project implementation work naman. It's a finance system, pero ang role mo is to implement the project. And most recently, we were in Mumbai for 7 months to learn about our shared service, yung parang back office namin sa Mumbai.
Nice. Now, Richmond, I think, matagal na kitang kilala, no? I think more than a decade. It's been 15, 16 years that I know you. And one of the things na talagang na-interest ako, no, is your daily schedule. Now, I see you. We're both fit.
Yeah.
You're super fit, and I look like chicken fit. Okay, so gusto ko lang malaman yung schedule mo na you have a wife, you have 3 kids, you have this humongous responsibility in your organization. How do you go about and balance things out? I don't know if balance would be the right word. I know there will be crazy days. Yeah. Pero ano yung typical schedule mo when you wake up in the morning?
Weekdays is mostly work.
Okay.
Weekdays is mostly work. When you think about it, yung work mo is your worship to God as well. So you do a good job at work and you do excellently, then people take notice. So that actually consumes my weekdays. Pag magji-gym ako, 3. Pag hindi ako magji-gym, 5.
3 a.m. gising ka na kasi magji-gym ka.
Kasi I have to be in the office at
Hindi ba 8. Sobrang dilim para mag-gym? Lelo ka lang. Binubuksan mo naman yung ilaw.
Binubuksan mo naman yung ilaw.
How many times a week is that?
3 times a week.
3 times a week. You wake up at 3. So tulog ka na ng
9, 10. Binabawi ko naman the next day kasi hindi mo na araw-araw.
So yung bawi mo, you wake up at
5.
5.
Kasi I have to be in the office at 8. So I have a long commute kasi ang office ko nasa McKinley Hill. Tapos nakatira ako sa Quezon City. Dito sa
Mga 6 hours.
6 mga 1.5 hour per way.
Okay.
So ang nangyayari niyan, we have a quick breakfast as a family. Gising na rin yung mga kids at 5. They have school. After your shower and your morning rituals, along the way, I'll listen to the Bible on the way to. Yun na yung quiet time ko, that commute of 1 hour. So I listen to preaching, I listen to may Bible yung plan na sinusunod ako every day. Tapos doon na rin ako nag-iisip, okay, that's the time for reflection. And then on the way back, it's the same thing. Marami-raming audiobook na rin ako natapos. Sipin mo, 1.5 hours yun every day, di ba? Tapos araw-araw kang ganun. So you have to find ways to make the time.
So what time do you leave the office?
Mostly 6:30, ganyan.
Okay. Grabe traffic natin. Wala
Grabe
bang
yung
solusyon ng
traffic.
Colgate dyan?
Wala.
And then when you get home, what happens?
Dinner, I mean, depende. A lot of times the kids are asleep, so I get, yun yung nami-miss ko. So, but then, I just talk to my wife. Yun naman yung time namin together.
Yeah. When do you spend time with the kids?
Weekends. So, weekends are sacred for me.
That's nice. Any last words for the people who are watching this? Any encouragement para talagang ma-motivate sila na, sige, by Monday, talagang I'll give it my best.
So, I don't think anything that I'm doing is extraordinary. Anybody can do it.
Alright.
Kailangan nyo lang sigurong upuan, pag-isipan, and then commit. I'll go back to the first point, which is, having that vision and owning it. Okay lang yun if your vision is just up to 3 to 5 years from now, hindi, gusto ko maging supervisor. Okay lang yun. At least have something and work towards it.
Yeah.
Kasi
faithful ka dyan, yeah.
So habang nandun ka sa role na yun, think of what you can do and what is beyond. It might be moving on to another role.
There's a vision, for something else also.
Pero,
be faithful now.
Be faithful now, and then, let it come. Think about it. Pag pamilyado ka, talk to your wife, talk to your family about it. One important thing that I learned or I experienced was family is very important. I couldn't have gone to the US assignment and the Mumbai assignment without my family. Na kumbaga, obviously, if you're going somewhere, the wife has to agree, and they have to come with you. Malaking adjustment yun for the family. It's nice to have your wife as sounding board kasi minsan, wag natin isipin na hindi niya alam yan kasi she's not corporate. Sometimes that outside perspective, yung outsider's perspective, mas ano pa nga yun na, bakit hindi ko naisip yun? Yung tipong gano'n. And I've had a lot of those conversations with my wife. So you listen to your wife.
All right. Good advice from the CFO of Colgate. Listen to your wife. Then marami rin siyang insights. Thank you so much, Richmond.
Thank you.
Learn a lot from this one. Sobrang powerful ng mga visuals na binigay mo sa amin. There's many ways up to the top to get promoted. Learn how to recognize opportunities where you are, and of course, do what is expected. And then go the extra mile and do more. Again, my new book is out. As of now, it's of limited copies yet. We'll be launching this next month. Dahil next month, November 20, we're having an event called the Man Cave. Right? It's going to happen at Victory Green Hills, sa V-Mall 4th floor. We'll be giving out the details soon. For that one. So please mark your calendar already and reserve November 20, gabi po yan, 6:30 p.m. Also, for everyone who's watched this, if this has been helpful to you, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button, and also make sure to click the bell which notifies you of new episodes that we're going to have. We dish out new videos every week for you because our heart for Act Like a Man is that we'll create content by men and for men. So thank you everyone, and continue to act like a man, everyone. God bless you.